Think all trucks in 2025 are tough, reliable, and ready for anything? Think again. While the market is flooded with powerful machines that boast rugged performance and futuristic features, not all of them live up to the hype. Some trucks have been praised on paper but have seriously disappointed once they hit the streets. Or worse, the dealership repair shop. Whether it's reliability nightmares, weak performance, poor towing capacity, or cheap interiors that don't match the price tag, a few trucks in 2025 are giving the entire segment a bad name. And today, we're calling them out. If you're thinking about buying a truck this year, this list could save you thousands of dollars and a ton of regret. These are the 6 worst trucks to avoid in 2025, because not everything with 4 wheels and a bed deserves your hard-earned cash. 1. 2025 Chevrolet Silverado. 1,500. Tech, overload, reliability, underwhelming. The Silverado 1,500 has always been a crowd favorite, but the 2025 model feels more like a warning than a win. Chevy tried to push boundaries by loading it up with advanced tech, digital dashboards, and semi-autonomous driving features, but it forgot the core principles that made the Silverado great in the first place: durability and trust. Owners are already reporting glitchy software, unpredictable infotainment systems, and even malfunctions in the digital instrument cluster. Imagine going 70 miles per hour on a highway, and suddenly your screen blacks out or resets. That's not just annoying, it's dangerous. And let's not ignore the real elephant in the room: build quality. Reports are rolling in about creaky panels, rattling noises in the cabin, and even poor alignment on brand new trucks. Add to that its underwhelming towing capacity compared to rivals, and you're looking at a full-size truck that doesn't even beat out mid-size competitors in performance. For a brand as established as Chevy, this release feels rushed and out of touch with what loyal truck buyers actually want. Have you ever owned a truck that looked great but performed terribly? Stick around, because this list only gets worse from here. 2. 2025 Ford Ranger. Big hype, small delivery. The Ford Ranger made its comeback a few years ago with a promise of muscle and mid-size excellence, but the 2025 version falls short in more ways than one. First off, the ride quality is far from what you'd expect in a modern truck. It's stiff, jittery, and feels outdated, even with Ford's claims of an updated suspension. Long road trips become frustrating, and daily commutes feel like you're wrestling the steering wheel. Then, there's the issue of power. While the Ranger is supposed to be the sporty sibling in Ford's truck family, the base engine just doesn't deliver. It's sluggish off the line, and when fully loaded, it struggles to accelerate with confidence. Towing capacity also lags behind competitors like the Toyota Tacoma and GMC Canyon, and that's a huge letdown for anyone looking to haul toys, trailers, or even light equipment. And don't get us started on the cabin. It's cluttered with cheap plastics, the infotainment system feels laggy, and several essential features are locked behind expensive trim upgrades. Simply put, the 2025 Ranger is all bark and barely a bite. Hey, quick question. If a truck can't tow, can't ride smooth, and can't offer comfort, what exactly is it good for? 2025 Nissan Frontier. Stuck in the past. The Nissan Frontier is one of those trucks that always seems like it's about to finally get it right, but the 2025 model proves once again that it's stuck in the past. On the surface, it looks bold, with its blocky design and rugged trim packages, but under the hood, the story changes fast. The engine is underpowered, fuel efficiency is below average for its class, and off-road capability is, honestly, underwhelming when compared to competitors like the Jeep Gladiator or Ford Maverick. But it's the interior that really seals the deal as a disappointment. The cabin design feels a generation behind, with hard plastic surfaces, and an outdated infotainment interface that looks like something pulled from a 2015 model. Even basic features like adaptive cruise control and a 360-degree camera are missing, unless you go for the most expensive trim, and even then, they don't work particularly well. When truck buyers are expecting innovation, the Frontier delivers mediocrity. It's reliable for basic tasks, sure, but in a 2025 world full of high-performing competition, that's just not enough anymore. If you're spending your hard-earned money, wouldn't you want something that feels like the future, not a throwback? 4. 2025 GMC Sierra EV. Expensive hype, unfulfilled promise. Electric trucks are the future, no doubt, but the 2025 GMC Sierra EV proves that not every EV is ready for prime time. This truck was marketed as the luxury electric alternative to the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Rivian R1T, but it misses the mark in nearly every category that matters. For starters, it's expensive, like absurdly expensive. Even the entry-level trim starts well above what most buyers are willing to shell out, and when you look at what you get, the price tag becomes even harder to justify. Then comes the range anxiety. GMC promised over 400 miles, but real-world performance often drops below 300 miles when towing, hauling, or even driving in colder weather. Charging infrastructure also continues to be a headache, with inconsistent compatibility and slow charging speeds that make long trips a logistical nightmare. Inside, the tech is flashy, but not particularly intuitive. And although the cabin is luxurious, it feels more like a showroom gimmick than a real working truck. The Sierra EV feels like a Silicon Valley experiment rather than a tool built for work and play. Electric or not, a truck still needs to be a truck. Don't let the LED lights fool you. 5. 2025 Toyota Tundra, a step back in reliability. Toyota has built its reputation on bulletproof reliability, but the 2025 Tundra has put a noticeable dent in that legacy. This full-size truck underwent a major redesign recently, and while it's packed with technology and turbocharged power, it also brought along a mountain of issues. The new twin-turbo V6 engine was meant to replace the old V8s with better efficiency and similar power, but instead, it's proving unreliable. Owners have reported engine knocking, strange turbo lag, and even sudden loss of power under load. That's a massive red flag for a truck meant to tackle tough jobs. Even more concerning are the tech issues. Toyota's new infotainment system, while visually impressive, is full of glitches. Bluetooth connection drops, laggy screen transitions, and navigation errors are too frequent for a brand known for consistency. Then, there's the suspension. Toyota softened the ride, but now it handles like a crossover SUV rather than a true pickup. It's disappointing to see a trusted name like Tundra stumble this hard in 2025. If reliability is what brought you to Toyota, you might want to hold off on this one. Ever felt like your favorite brand let you down? That's exactly how Tundra fans feel right now. 6. 2025 Ram 1500 Classic. Outdated and outclassed. The Ram 1500 Classic is still hanging around in 2025, but the question is, why? This truck is based on a design that dates back over a decade. And while it was solid for its time, it now feels hopelessly outdated in a world filled with cutting-edge competitors. Ram continues to offer it as a budget-friendly alternative to the newer 1500 models, but even at its lower price point, it's hard to recommend. The interior is sparse and screams cost-cutting, with dated materials and limited tech. The Uconnect system is functional, but when compared to the slick screens and intuitive interfaces in other 2025 trucks, it feels ancient. Performance-wise, the Classic still uses older powertrains that offer decent torque, but lack the fuel efficiency and refinement of newer engines. Safety is another major concern. The Classic misses out on many of the advanced driver assistance features that are now standard even in budget trucks, putting it way behind the curve. It's a truck living on borrowed time, and buyers should recognize that it's more about clearing old inventory than providing value. Think of it like buying a new flip phone in a world of smartphones. Sure, it works, but do you really want to go backwards? So, which truck shocked you the most on this list? Were you surprised to see names like Toyota, Ford, and GMC featured? The reality is, brand reputation can only carry a truck so far, especially in 2025, when expectations are sky high and competition is brutal. These trucks might have the looks, the history, or even a flashy commercial, but when it comes down to performance, comfort, reliability, and overall value, they just don't cut it. Before you buy, test, and research thoroughly. Because at the end of the day, no one wants to be stuck with a $60,000 mistake sitting in their driveway. If you found this breakdown helpful, let me know which truck disappointed you the most, or maybe one you think should have made this list. And hey, if you're shopping for a truck in 2025, stay tuned, because our next video covers the top 6 trucks that are actually worth every penny. Don't miss it. Your perfect truck might just be one click away.